And that one fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
0-1.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball.
One out. Base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Popped up. He's there. He's got it. And that. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. And there's a foul ball.
One and one.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering way off the plate. And a breaking ball misses outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Castellanos hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. Here is Yoan Moncada.
The third baseman, number 5, Yoan Moncada.
Double play ball to second. Neto for 1. On to Hoskins. Double play. Back at Comerica Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. So they turn to their closer, Alex Vesia.
Now pitching, Alex Vesia.
Check swing, no appeal, and that is ball 1. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Just off the outside edge. Got him. And that's the first out. And now the shortstop, Zach Neto. Liner snagged at first. Digging in, Rob Refsnyder.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but
there's a swing and a drive. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. So runner at second, 2 down. Edmonds will hit next. Ripped on the ground to second, throws to first in time. Out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. Gagne back to work. Trying to bunt his way on. Moore. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Man at first, nobody out. Now here is Carlos. Runner on the go. Swinging a foul straight back. Yoan Runner on the go again.
Ball,
Ball
that's out.
outside.
He's safe.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner at second. Nobody out. That one's
That's a ball.
missed. That's off
That's
the mark.
ball 3.
And now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And this one looks like trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Throw into third. It's an RBI double, and it's 2-0.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it hits the fence. Runner from second scores as they add on. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just missed out.
And now Carlos Beltran.
The right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
And that's through there for a strike. And that's how this game gets started.
7 o'clock.
Inside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And it's a ball and a strike. Inside,
inside.
just missed. Next offer in there for a strike. 2-2 now. And that's in the dirt. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Ted Williams
Ball.
stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Stretches out and hauls it in. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Alvarez makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill, Nick Sandlin.
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming, because it's breaking 2 planes, horizontal and vertical.
Bottom of the first. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe. Throw on to Santana. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's the DH, Carlos Pena. Pena measures 6 feet 2 inches. Batting second in today's lineup. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Throw on to Santana. 2 up, 2 down. So 2 down now. And here is Gil Hodges.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now the DH, Pete Alonso. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Makes the grab, and there's one down. So digging in, Nick Gonzalez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
On the ground to third, and it's through for a hit.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for him.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 2-0. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Kyle Higashioka. That one ripped. Reaching for it and brings it in. Here comes Yoan Moncada.
Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy's very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
He did not go around. 2 outs. That's to third. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Chase DeLauder. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shot.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
He was all over that one. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Willie Mays digging in now. Slider for a strike. Comes up empty.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
To third. Moncada. Good feed. That's one. Over to first. Safe.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Travis d'Arnaud swings through it for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swinging a foul out of play. There goes Willie. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out there. On to the 3rd inning. And now the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. Bunting for a hit. And he's safe at first. So back to the top of the order. And now Carlos Beltran. Headed down the line. And that drops foul. Runner at first with no outs here. Makes the catch. 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Ted Williams. 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball could be 2. Tags the runner for 1. To Hodges in time. That's an inning-ending double. Bottom of the inning. Down to third baseman, Max Muncy.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now, Caleb Ferguson.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Now he breaks his bat. Nabs it. One up, one down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Here's Dylan Moore.
Second baseman. Moore.
That one's in there. Strike one.
1-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Line drive. Moncada tossed to first. And they're down to their last out. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And that one fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the
0-2.
zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And ball one. This could end it. And a
Yep,
ball
that ball
evens
went
the
out.
count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Yordan Alvarez circles the bases, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Joe Kelly. He has a great slider with tons of
Counts
movement.
1-0.
That misses. Ball one. And
Inside,
another
ball
ball.
2.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and
Hard hit, right side. On to first.
He's out.
Ball game.
pretty fun 3-inning game. They got some runs on the board, but kept things close. I like this. Think I could get used to it.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's the Astronauts taking on the Fire. And now it's going to be Joe Adell as he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Ball one.
And
That's
that
ball two.
misses. 2-1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw.
Got it.
And they get the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Check swing called strike. And that is strike one.
What do you
Kick
got?
swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. Check swing. Went around.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is
That's
inside. No score here, but a runner at third with 1 down. Hard hit to third. Throw on to Santana. Judge out on the play.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tyler Malley. And that one fouled off. Adele on third with 2 out. That one catches the zone, and that is strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Ball 1.
Check swing. He held up. And the count is 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Runner at third. 2 away. That misses the zone. And the count is even 2-2. And ring him up. Back here at Coors Field. And towing the slab in this one, Bob Gibson.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Adele quickly gets it back in. Go ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next to hit, Ted Williams. Adele moves under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, but now he won't try for third. Stays put with 1 away. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And there's the strike. Missed with a changeup. And the count even 1-1. Out towards right center field. Adele on the run. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Now he decides against it, and he's back in at second. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Judge really on his horse for this one. Squeezes it, and that's the inning. Back here in Denver, here's the catcher, Samuel Vasallo. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Williams on the move. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's 1 down. Ian Happ up to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball.
1 out, base is empty. Happ lays off.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fights it off. You'll see another. That one inside.
That's inside.
And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Got it! And there's 2 away. Colson Montgomery digs in now. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Beltran pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. And now the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. It's 1-0. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. Calls it in, and there's one away. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. That one
Off the plate,
inside,
ball one.
and that's ball one. Hey. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and they got him. 2 down, base is empty. Yoan Moncada, the next to hit. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. To second, pulls him off the bag. So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. And he lays down a bunt. Harper.
James, he's good.
Now it's the right fielder, Carlos Beltran. Led off this game with a double. Up
Count
and in,
1-0.
look out. Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. That one to first. Dives and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. He keeps his composure and they get the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Nolan Gorman. Ferguson back to work. The other way. Takes it in for the out. Now batting key Brian Hayes.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a base hit on a line. Now he turns and heads for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual.
Brusdar Graterol taking over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner takes off. Got him swinging. Caught the rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that'll do it. Ball game.
They say a solo shot won't beat you, but that definitely doesn't apply in a 3-inning game. That often can be all you need, and that was the case here in this one.
The final 1-0. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, Garrett Clevenger. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. In the air out towards right center. Volpe puts it away, and there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Ted Williams.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Clevenger, 30 years old now, and he's one of the few players. Very unusual here. An intentional walk with the bases empty and 1 out. Jose Altuve up to hit here. And that one is lifted in the air. Castellanos makes the catch for the out. Here's Pete Alonso.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's 2-0. So 2 away with nobody on. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground. Oh, he gloves it. But there's no play for him, and that's going to extend the inning.
The first baseman, Carlos.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. Swing and a chopper out to short. They get the force, and that is that. Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. In the air, center field. Ashburn in position. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Nick Castellanos can't hold up, and that's a strike. To short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. On to Santana, 2. And we're back. Top of the second. And now the catcher comes up to him. Kyle Higashioka. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Schwarber makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. Trying to bunt his way on. Soriano on the run, sends it over to first. So the lineup flips over. Carlos Beltran getting ready to hit. On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And foul ball. The 0-1. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Rips that one to right. Castellanos snags it, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Brooks Lee. Going on.
No balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Line drive. Makes the grab, 1 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Out to short, Gonzalez. Whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs. And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And makes the grab. And that is that. Top half of the third inning. Now at the plate, Ted Williams. Clevenger back to work. Just
That's the ball.
missed.
One ball, no strikes.
Headed towards the corner. Schwarber on the run. Did he trip? What happened? Sniper?
Great effort. That's how bad he wanted that one. Head first dive.
1-2.
That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Gets down, base hit. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. Around second now, going for 3. Coming home. In there safely.
He's in there. He's safe.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty.
Ball.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Out.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty. That one way inside. Schwarber going back. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next to hit, Nick Gonzalez. Volpe pulls it in on the run. To second, there's Bichette. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. As we go to the last of the third, here's the center fielder, Anthony Volpe. On the mound now, Brusdar Graterol.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Foul ball there. High fly ball, right field. Beltran has this one sized up. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. So they're down to their final out. And next is the designated hitter, Sean Green. Foul ball.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
And that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield. So,
and foul ball. Graterol is just one strike away. Ground ball to the right side, and that'll do it.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game, and when you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make plays behind their pitcher, and they did exactly that. It's an excellent win. Everyone goes in the clubhouse feeling really good about themselves.
A shutout in it. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's the Bandits taking on the Fire. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started. And today's starter, Nick Sandlin. What's the scouting report on him?
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Ashburn in position. Puts it away for the out. One away. Barry Larkin now at the plate. Just a slow ground ball this time, and it goes just foul. Sandlin goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Man at first, one away.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
There goes Larkin. Oh, he can't hang on. And they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Rafael Devers up to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
0-2 now. To the right side, down the line, and it's foul. And there's a ball. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Coors Field. And today's starting pitcher, Taj Bradley. What do we have on him?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Carlos Beltran. And this one could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Ted Williams at the plate now. That's ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. Looks like extra bases. And that'll kick off the base of the wall. 1 runs in. Round second, digging for 3rd.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel...
Now this is in the air down the line. Gwynn. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 2-0. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Yeah, that's fouled off. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. And downstairs. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. The batter now, Carlos Beltran. That's off the inside corner. And we're underway in Denver. That's a strike. 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Righty delivers. That one misses. Full count 3-2. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ted Williams, the next to hit, takes ball one. That's a hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And that drops in for a strike. Beltran over at second. Williams on at first with nobody out. Check swing, called strike. Lifted in the air, right field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Beltran headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The relay throw. Tries to get back and save.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just
swinging a ground ball to second, and that's not it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And here is Nick Gonzalez. Golden opportunity right here. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Line drive. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
There's a swing and a drive. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Harper quickly throws it in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Comes through with the RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Kyle Higashioka in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Fouled off. He was late. Gossage. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like
hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One run across. Now 2 runs score. Hung up in a rundown now.
picks himself up a couple of ribbies. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach. And
goes to second for one. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. He was late there, strike one.
0-1's the count.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball,
with how good
strikes.
these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout.
Batting second.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
0-2.
That's hard hit on the line. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
0-1, no
Christian
strike.
Campbell stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Campbell off of first with 2 away. Just
Ball
missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side. They take the force out. That ends the inning. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Here's the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. Goose back to work. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Gossage ready.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's
Nope, that's
downstairs.
down.
And it's 2-1. Swings and lines one towards the gap. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling.
That's out to center field. Buxton snags it on the run. Ted Williams digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. Ashburn around third. The run comes in from second. It's 5-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Up the middle, and that squirts through. Coming home. He will score. Now they get the runner and a rundown. The throw to second is offline.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Pete Alonso slinging it to first in time. Out. Back here in Denver, here is Moncada.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. That one missing inside. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 out. Here's the catcher to hit, Kyle Higashioka. And first offering is fouled off. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Dives and makes the catch. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. Pulls that one foul. 2 down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. Gonzalez round second, heads for third. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they tag him out. And now it's the switch hit. Carlos Santana. A double and a run scored his first time up. That missed by a lot. 1-0. Gossage, a 6'3" righty, 36 years old, and he's playing today in his home state of Colorado. Moncada. Out. Number 2. And now here is Kyle Higashioka. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. And that one hammered way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He sends it out of here. And they add to their lead. It's 8-0. And now Yoan Moncada. He hit into a double play his first time up. Taps softly to the right side. And foul ball. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Struck him out looking. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Willie McCovey. That one the other way. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Waste no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Adam Dunn, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball.
1 at second. On to Santana, 2.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman, to not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is. A lot of practice to get that one right.
On the ground, and this should do it. On to first. Ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did.
Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's Atlanta going up against Illinois. Ready to go now? Here's Byron Buxton.
The Aliens, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Stepping in, Michael Young. Hit in the air, right field. Beltran makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Reese Hoskins, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Hoskins swings and blasts a high fly ball. Deep left field, back there. Adios, pelota. And they lead it. It's 2-0. One down. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Brings it in. That's out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Caleb Ferguson into the game.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Termarr Johnson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a miss. Back here at Coors Field. Our starter in this one, Josiah Gray. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Fouled off left side. The next pitch misses. Now 1 and 2. Now one
That's
miss.
ball 2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Ripped on a line. And foul ball. The 2-2 now. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. I love that swing, and I'm sure his hitting coach does even more. Took the pitch right on the low outside corner of the zone and just ripped it for a base hit. And that's easier said than done.
And now Ted Williams. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Jose Altuve up to bat next, lays off for a ball. And it's 1-1. This one smoked out to left. Brings it in, and there's one down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A massive home run. All right, ready to go here. Now, here is Carlos Beltran. And that is out of play. In the air, right field. Acuna corrals it. And there's one away. Ted Williams, the next to hit. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And that holds the go-ahead run at second base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Moncada zips it to first, and he's out. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod on the mound, Nick Sandlin.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. Pitch misses there. Ball one. Right through there for a strike. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And it goes just foul. And that one almost got it.
Count is 3-2.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
The kick, the 3-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And it gets by him. Not stopping, he's going for three.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Short the bunt and missed it, and the count is 0-2. Trying to check his swing, appeal to third. No swing, just held it back there. The pitch. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't.
Pitching change here, Rustar Graterol.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Late swing, fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Carter around third. He'll score. Throws to second. Caught in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Check swing, no appeal.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing.
And that eats him up.
Couple of singles back to back. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now it's Corey Seager on a Gonzalez for one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Back here in Denver, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Pete Alonso. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. One up, one down. So up next, Nick Gonzalez. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And that one in the air, center field. Beltran under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman. Beltran makes the catch, inning over. And we're back. Here comes Yoan Moncada. Gratterol back to work. He swings and fouls one off.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play. So when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier.
And a quick out, number 1. And it'll bring up Justin Turner.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Beltran takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. What a stop. Throws from his knees. Nicely done for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. And that one fouled off.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first.
Swings here and blasts one left field, and it's into the bleachers, out of here. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Here is Yoan Moncada.
Carlos Edward Jr.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball, still 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Outside. ranging back. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No, he held up. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. That should get the dugout going. It's 2-2. At the plate, Richie Ashburn.
Hammer. Shot.
Bunting for a hit. Altuve. Save!
He's good.
Carlos Beltran will hit next. Fly to right his first time. And a base hit right there. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside.
On the ground, right side. Off balance feet. Here's
He's
one.
out.
To first, not in time. Great effort there. Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here. Fouled off down the right side.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
He's under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Save. He beats it.
Oh, this is a big at bat right here. Nice sac fly to give his team the lead in these late innings.
And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. And that is downstairs. And the count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Acuna there. Makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at Coors Field. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. That's in there. It's 0-1. That's down and in. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And they tie it up. It's 3-3. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Carlos, left-hander out of the bullpen. Gabe Spire. That misses.
Ball one, no strike.
And that is ball one. Ground ball up the middle. Altuve slings to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Evan Carter digs in now. That one's in there. Strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And fouled off. One out, bases empty. Stays alive. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first, and that's an out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now pitcher.
Acuna tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. Trying to send this to extra innings. Out to short. Gonzalez. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Back here in Denver, and now the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 5-3. Carlos Santana, the next to hit. First pitch, not close. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Here in extra innings.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's
Ball.
inside.
That's inside.
Ball 2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's the ball. Center field. Beltran on the move. And there's one away. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. He's already homered in this game. And that one lifted in the air center field. Acuna has it sized up. He's got it. There's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. That one outside. And that's ball 1. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throws to second, and that's a 2-out double.
All over that one right there. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one lifted to left. Can't get there, base hit. Now a long throw home. He gets back in time. A run comes in on the play.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ground ball right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 9-3. Now a chance for Jose Altuve. And it's fouled away. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And that is that. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And first offering is fouled off. Check swing, called strike. That's to third. Slings to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here comes Corey Seager. He's 0 for 1.
Corey Seager. Now pitching.
Caleb Ferguson gets the call from the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swing and a ground ball. Now only one out remaining. Hung up in a rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that'll do it. Ball game. 9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our... Okay, all set to go. And now, Christian Moore.
Christian Moore.
And a foul ball. That's inside. And 1-1. Big swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Misses outside, and it's 2-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Here's Adley Rutschman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Rutschman went.
Now pitching.
This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. Here's Michael Toglia. And there's a foul ball. Now the 0-1. No question about this one. It's out of here. 3 in a row. Wow. It's 3-0. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First pitch misses.
Ball, that's outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Spire maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. So he blasts one out the other way. It's 4. Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Fire taking on the Pandas. First pitch coming your way next. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. Hit hard but foul off to the left. And that skips in the dirt. And 1-2. On a line out towards center. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. Now, Ted Williams. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties.
That's down. That's a ball.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
That's inside. Ball.
2 outs.
What you
Altuve
got?
started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. That's a swing, according to umpire Woody Keller. Now one
That
miss.
missed. That's a ball. 2-1.
And that one
No,
just
that's out.
missed off the outside edge. Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch. The opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And that one fouled off.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Altuve on third with 2 out. And a swing and a miss. Down. Back here at Wrigley Field. And now the catcher comes up to him. Craig Biggio. First pitch swinging. Throughout his career, Biggio was as durable as just about anyone. In 20 seasons, he played at least 140 games 16 times.
And Biggio is such a hard-nosed player. Always a dirty uniform after the game. Makes playing 1,800 straight games without a trip to the injured list even more impressive.
And there's one down. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And a go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. On the mound, he's got to feel like he deserved a better result on that pitch. Really, I mean, just a soft liner that happened to stay fair. But even though you don't want to do it, you got to tip your cap because the guy at the plate, he found a way to fight it off and get that knock.
No
One
balls,
out.
2 strikes.
Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-2.
Out to center. Gonzalez sizing this one up. Squeezes it, and that is the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, new inning getting started. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez. Swing and a foul out of play. Hard ground ball, base knock. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Oh, look at this. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, in a pressure-packed ball game like this, one mistake could cost you a win. One great play could get you the W. Nice diving stop right there.
Kyle Higashioka in the box now. Takes strike 1. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Here's a 1-1. And he chases a high fastball there.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And the batter now, Yoan Moncada, reaching down and makes the grab. Back here at the friendly confines, here's the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
Now pitching.
Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Here's Bubba Thompson. Bunted back towards the pitcher. Bare hand grab, throw to first, and that's a great play for the out. Digging in, Adrian Beltre. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or can be bunted right back at a position player.
Swings and misses. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And now the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. And he lays down a bunt. Palmeiro. He is safe. No outs. Runner at first. Now it's the right fielder, Carlos Beltran. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Throws to first in time. And one away in the top of the third. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Williams now at the plate. Popped out and found. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Heading for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Runner around third. Tag, and he's out at the plate. Safely into third. It's an RBI triple. Here's Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 outs. And a foul ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Set for the bottom of the third. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Grotterol back to work. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the catcher, Craig Biggio. Fly to left his first time. Fought off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one popped up. Altuve pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now the number 2 hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. To the right side. And that is the ball game. And now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. And he hits a ground ball right side. Santana steps on the bag, and an easy out to start the game. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
1 out, base is empty. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of a slider, and there's 2 gone. Here's Manny Machado. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Tyler Glasnow.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So Look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Beltran tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go. And a 2-1 on the way. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Everything came together for him. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Now it's going to be Ted Williams. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Jose Altuve swings through it for strike 1.
0-1's the count. Ball, that's outside.
A laser to left base hit. Now they've got him in a rundown.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Beltran on third. Altuve at first. One gone. And a base hit. Run scores easily, but it's 1-0. Now they get the runner in a rundown. They get the tag on him. In there.
Now he's
safe. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Two down, nobody on. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Gonzalez round second, heads for third. Caught in a rundown now. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So a runner at third, 2 outs. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez. Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Game Spire. And a pitch. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
That smash towards center. Diving. Makes the grab. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Ripped on a line to center. Ashburn snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gonzalez the first in time. That's out number 3. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the second. And here is Kyle Higashi.